A French Bulldog from Gloucester is spreading a message of perseverance through her own battle with adversity. Ivy the Frenchie is here today to continue that mission with her mom, Maureen. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us. We're so excited.
It's a joy to have you both here.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about Ivy's story.
Sure. So Ivy's a 6-year-old French Bulldog. We live up in the North Shore. And on Ivy's third birthday, actually, believe it or not, she woke up in the middle of the night, was in so much pain. My husband, Chris, and I rushed her to the hospital in Woburn, where they diagnosed her with a rare genetic spinal disease called intervertebral disc disease. And basically, they rushed her right into spinal surgery, called us, said, "Great news, surgery went great, come on in, we'll talk about it." We then learned that Ivy became paralyzed in her back legs. So it was a lot to take in. We were every emotion you could imagine. We were sad, we were angry, we were mostly confused. Like, how is Ivy ever going to be a happy, fun, playing dog again? And then she showed us how she was going to do that. We took her home, and the first few weeks were tough, for sure. And then one day, we were sitting on the couch watching TV, and we saw Ivy just get up and start walking over, very wobbly, on her 2 legs to her water dish. And we looked at each other and we were like, okay, it's gonna be fine. And then every day since then, she just kept getting stronger and stronger, to the point where she would just be running on 2 legs over to us to greet us when we came home. And then we invested in these amazing wheels from, they're
Eddie's
like
Wheels, right?
Eddie's Wheels in Massachusetts. It's a husband and wife. They custom built these wheels for Ivy. And they're awesome. They let her just fly around in them. So
she's got her adorable little license plate here.
Yeah, she does.
So
Ivy,
cute.
come here.
So I want to talk about the book. So Ivy's story led to you writing a book about it. The challenges and the focus, or the title of the book, we should say, is called Ivy, the Very Determined Dog. Here it is right here. Obviously, she's such an inspirational animal and pet. Tell us about why you wanted to put your journey and her journey into words and put it into a book.
Yeah, so it actually happened because when we took her home from the hospital, we started an Instagram page for her. And it was really just to keep our friends and family updated on her health. And then it was also for Chris and I to be able to connect with other dog owners who were going through something similar. And then her page became this like page of inspiration where people were sending us messages daily about how inspiring Ivy is and how they make her day. And it just, she just continued to grow and grow. So we said, wow, there's this huge demographic of people that we aren't able to tap into who really need to hear Ivy's story. And that is children. They don't have phones, most of them. They don't have Instagram. So I think originally we were just kind of joking around about it, but we were like, we should really write a book about Ivy for the kids. And we put the pen to the paper one night, and the next day we looked at it and we said, this actually sounds great. And then from that moment on, we really gave it 120%. It took about, from when we put the pen to the paper to this book, it took about 1.5 years. And we went through this amazing journey, met amazing friends. We teamed up with an illustrator who's actually in the Netherlands. Her name's Charlotte Brugen, and she's incredible.
I love the illustrations in it.
Yeah, she really brings her to life. But everything in here is Ivy's true story. So we now share this book. We go to elementary schools and read it to all the students. We go to the hospitals, Children's, Mass General, and we're just able to really share such an inspiring story about determination and just never giving up.
Yeah, and very quickly, before we have to wrap up here, you've seen the impacts from kids reaching out who are also in wheelchairs or also have spinal diseases, and what has it been like for you and your husband to feel that love and that outreach?
Yeah, it's been super powerful. We've gotten some pretty intense messages, and some that put us in tears and laughter, and it's this journey which started so sad has just turned out to be such a beautiful journey for us, and we just really love sharing it with everybody. So some of the messages really are powerful. We have a lot of little ones who send us some photos and videos, and we see it and we don't even know, and it's great.
Yeah, well, Ivy, you are an inspirational little girl, and everyone loves you. Thank you so much for coming in today. To get health updates on Ivy and see where she's headed next, you can follow her on Instagram at ivy.the.frenchie. And then for information on her book, check out ivysbook.com. She really, really wants you to visit both of those sites.